That's right. Double those dice.
So, we're back in our own homes on the webcams again. Very sad to be back and not being in person because that was generally very, very good fun last session. But we move on to session 22. So, give you the recap from the last session. You guys were woken by Squawkson as you got ready to head out on your journey to continue your journey to Kilk. Blue, you gifted the squirrel Squawkson with the desk catapult that you found in the tavern. And Hawkeen, got there. Hawkeen flew ahead, flew up into the sky to fly ahead and scout out for the party. He spotted a fallen tree along the tracks, along the dirt track, and swooped down to just move the trunk with his phoenix strength, and was captured in a net by some ruffians, shall we say. He took a couple of blows to the head before managing to free himself from the net and returned to the party who were travelling by cart. When he alerted you, Z, you sort of like gently moved the cart forwards, whilst Kaya and Saber disappeared into the tree line to go either side of the cart. Saber heading off way too deep into the forest. With Blue, you went on like a proud dad with Hawkeen on your arm, marching down there. Gave him when you got there, you gave him like a, this is my bird. This is my son. Yeah. You gave him a telling off as Kaya face stepped between them, scaring two of these assailants scared them. They ran off. As Z brought Squawkson round with the catapult, Squawkson fired a shot and killed the last of these bandit folk. Completely killed him. He had his skull caved in as he fell over the log. You guys then moved.
Am I right to say that was the ringleader? Or the person that seemed like the ringleader?
To Z, it may have seemed like the ringleader.
Okay,
out of the three, maybe. I think he was just the most confident. Is a way of putting he rolled a natural 20 on his against someone's intimidation check. I think it was Z's intimidation check. He rolled a natural 20, so he seemed to not care or just was too dumb to realise what was happening. Yeah, as you guys, Hawkeen moved the log. You guys continued on. As you made camp that evening, you guys. Oh, sorry. Before that, you passed a signpost, one pointing towards Kilk, with two others pointing up a dirt track, with a lovely blackened sign with like lovely wood, like stuck to the sign to like give it like a 3D effect. Was the words Blackmorn Estate, Blackmorn. I think I kept saying in the I've watched some of the footage back. I kept saying Blackthorn. It's Blackmorn, as in like morning star. But yeah, it was Blackmorn Estate, and underneath it was a small wooden sign that Tramfire Farm. But you guys pressed on to Kilk, as Hawkeen told you that this was another half a day's ride, whereas Kilk was a couple of hours. But it got dark. You guys decided to take camp before exploring the town of Kilk. That night, as you prepared camp, Hawkeen and Saber went off to go and hunt. And as Hawkeen swept down, picked up a pheasant, disappeared through a portal, and ended up back at the lonely mountaintop where he lives, leaving Blue a little bit confused before Saber told him what happened. As Z was patrolling around the camp, she tripped and snapped the trumpet of something languages. I can't remember off the top of my head. Broke that and was no longer able to hear the words that the animals were saying, and was no longer able to communicate with Scorpson. As we said goodbye to our new friends. That night, you guys took watch. Kaya, you tried to talk to Arlo, who was very drunk at the time. He was no use, so you decided to... Oh, sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up here. All over the stop. Before this all happened, you guys took watches. As Kaya slept, Saber slept, and Blue slept. Z, you took a watch, and you heard that little voice in the back of your mind. And when you sort of opened your eyes again, you were arm outstretched, trying to take something from Kaya. You were about 4 feet away from it. You managed to stop yourself by plunging your dagger into your arm and cutting your arm quite badly, waking up everybody around you. At this point, Kaya, you bandaged Z up. Z walked off. You tried to communicate with Arlo to ask some questions about the armor. Pretty drunk at this point. Wasn't very helpful, so you decided to pray to Maliki. And Saber interrupted that prayer, and unfortunately you got nowhere with it.
Sorry.
Go on. Oh,
No,
I thought you were going to interrupt me then.
No, I was apologising for interrupting Kaya's prayer last week.
I'll forgive you this time.
Thanks.
Z, you tried to take the armor off in the morning, but with no success. You could not do it yourself. The armor kept shrinking. You tried with the help of the party, with Blue casting protection from good and evil to help you try and take this armor up, but still wasn't able to do so. Blue then tried to manhandle it off you, as that didn't work. Z, you just wandered off the road. You just ran, bolted. As the rest of the party sort of got their stuff together and tried to take off after you, Kaya walking alongside a cart where Saber was trying to drive. Unfortunately, not really learnt how to control the clutch of a horse. Sort of kept jolting away up the road.
Oh,
Kaya,
I rolled
you
so
also-
bad. Sorry.
You managed to get you managed to get some information from Arlo. It told you that that Bhima Nog, this cleric that your amulet had told you about, was staying in Kilk. Well, last time Arlo heard.
I don't think Arlo did tell us that. I want to say we were stupider than that. I want to say Arlo just told us that Beamnog existed.
No, he told you. He told you that that Bhima Nog was in Kilk. It's a cleric. I think you're sure he did.
Yeah, because
No.
we asked the gate
he said
guy.
the necklace turned on us because we weren't getting it, and the necklace was
So-
right.
The
Something
necklace
about
came
him
off
being
and
in
like,
Kilk.
wrote it in the
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting. I
afterwards.
Did he? Well, that just shows how much I was paying attention. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've got like 2 pages of recap, and I'm just trying to like sum it up because I know you guys are itching to roll dice. So,
Oh damn it! I rolled
Yeah.
20s.
I can't waste any good rolls right now, so I'll wait.
yeah, that was something else. I haven't. Saber, you went to pick up the amulet because obviously they used the chain to write into the dirt, and then
That's
it
right.
got so hot that it sunk into the floor. Saber, you went to go pick it up, and were frozen in place.
Yeah.
But you realised you'd been frozen in place before, back when Law jumped through the portal. You had the similar effect happen to you. So yeah, you guys carried on up the road. You caught up with Blue and Z, who were still trying to fight the armor off of Z's body to no avail. As you sort of let go and were just sort of chatting in the middle of the road, you were approached by 2 guards. One slightly shorter than the other, wearing this steel armor, red. I can't remember the word Andy used. Is it the chapins? There's something, the bits between the armor. I can't remember what you said. I think you got it right. But yeah, between the armor was like red leather, and they were wearing these red leather cloaks, these helmets with the face shields that sort of open up at the front, and these long red threads, like in a ponytail, in the back of their helmets. This seemed pretty shocked that you guys were on the road and sort of escorted you to the gatehouse of Kilk. This 70-foot wall that spreads out for as far as the eye can see. As you approached, you saw this sunken stadium for the Battle Forge as you went past, and you got to the gatehouse. Your cart was searched as Blue turned into a rat. Hid inside the sand in the cart. Was found by a guard who tried to beat Blue up with his pole. But Z, with some quick thinking, snatched up Blue and said that he was Z's pet. You asked some questions about why Kilk was sort of on a lockdown, I guess. They tried to explain it was the bandits. You weren't really having any of it. You demanded to go and see Milv. Because they wouldn't let you through the gates without you checking your weapons, and a couple of you didn't want to do that. Naming no names. Excuse me. Kaya, you took Ratty, and decided that you'd had enough, and you were going to go let them search you, handed off all your weapons to Z, bar a dagger. Whilst you were being searched, this female officer found Squawkson, which was taken off you. But as she tried to, where you'd hidden the dagger in your boot, as she tried to pat you down, her eyes sort of glazed over, and she sort of stopped searching you, and you guys entered Kilk. This very deprived area. You saw carts just outside the gate, or just inside the gate, sorry. Loads of carts of traders. You saw that a lot of people were wearing very fancy clothes, but were very squalid, so very spoiled, so rips, stains, that sort of thing, but very luxurious garments. And they proceeded to try and beg for coin off of Kaya, and whilst in the process she was pushed up against the side of a building by a tidal wave of people, and her coin purse went missing. You were saved by Drick, a large gentleman, who told you that he was setting up a shop in town before all of this happened, and they got sort of locked inside. And he took you to the Crooked Lance, where you met a lovely gentleman by the name of Gilgraff, and his companion in life, I guess, Bullgraff. A dragon head mounted to above the bar. Blue, you changed into, you went out the back, climbed on top of the roof, deposited changed back into your Goliath form, deposited a halberd behind the chimney, jumped down the floor, where you tossed a coin to a small boy who saw you do this, and then you went back inside. You had a conversation with Gilgraff, nearly getting incinerated, before. Actually, no, we left you there as we moved to Saber and Z, who were still stood outside. Saber won some money gambling while waiting for Milv, and when Milv did arrive, he rudely told you that he would need proof that you killed the bandits before lifting any sort of precautions of weaponry and things like that. And sort of left, went back inside again. The guard said they would send some men out to check on this to check you taking care of the bandits on the road. You were questioning a young guard who told you a little bit of information about the Blackmorns before there was a bit of a stalemate as a older, wiser man got in the way. He told you that things were classified. Saber and Z got a bit heated, and we are joining again now with swords being half drawn by guards, Saber and a guard facing off with each other. Yeah, that's where we begin this session. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
There's this sort of
Why-
awkward tension. Oh, go on.
Why were they facing off? Trying to remember.
You
So the Blackthorn, the little guard said that the Blackthorn, Lady Blackthorn and Miss Blackthorn left the place, and then the older guard said that's confidential. And then you were basically trying to get more information out, and Sable
you
was
kept
like,
you kept pressing this younger guard for more information. This older guard was kept saying it was classified, kept getting more and more annoyed. You heard like the 6 guards that are around you at this point of like they began to stand up, putting like hands on swords, like between the two. Like as you get like one of the guards steps up in front of you, who basically told you to back off. As there is a loud banging on the door from the inside. There's one guard in front of you, Saber. I think Z, you're stood back a little bit. So it's like Saber's at the front, then you've got like Z over the shoulder. There's like one guard right in front of your face, Saber, and then the others are sort of like gathering things as they begin to stand up. As one of the guards goes over and sort of like opens the door, and is like pulled inside. As you hear people you can hear like carts and things moving around in the inside behind this door.
Okay.
I look to the old Diana will look to the old chap. I suggest you tell your men to take their hands away from the swords and maybe have a look what's going on a bit closer to home. Because I don't know if you saw that, but one of your companions has just been pulled through the doors, the gates.
As you see that, like as you say this, the gate is opening. Instead of having this door open, like this little like flappy door that it's like step through without opening the main gate, the whole main gate is now opening. It's like starts to creak. You see the guy sort of like shifting his eyes as he turns around. Somebody shouts to you, like another guard like steps through the door and shouts, "Move the cart!" As you see, like there is a rush of like traders and like carts being pulled, coming out of the gateways. The guards just separate. You see the older chap look over and goes, "Whoa, get out of the way!" As like people begin to jeer horses from behind. There's about
Can I move
a caravan of 8 carts.
Can I move our horses and cart out of the way, please?
Yeah. You rush over, jump on the cart, expertly sort of turn a full loop, and like park it along the wall as like these 8 carts move. Saber, give me a perception check.
Oh.
And it
"Back,
begins.
baby."
Yeah, so it's a nat 1.
Is that one?
It is a nat 1.
Amazing. Cool.
What don't
Oh my god.
You step backwards, trip over a stool, and fall on your bum. Yeah, as the carts begin to rush out.
Can I quickly
They're
hop
rushing
down
out
and
of
pick Saber up?
your
please?
foot in.
Thank you.
Out of Kelk.
Exciting.
Okay. Well, can we try and slip in while the gates are open?
Cool.
Yeah. What are the guards doing? Are the guards just standing back and letting all this?
They've just moved to the inner walls of this. Like the walls, like 10, it's about 15 foot thick. So they've just parted like to move out the way as these carts come out. You see, there's like a cart, the cart at the front. Z, it's got Logs and Lead Limited written on the side of it, and there's a young looking dwarf at the helm, like not the ones you've seen before, different dwarf, and he's going, mind your backs, as he's like moving this cart through. It's like, God, we're out of here, as he's like bouncing around on the cart.
Could I try before Saber dashes off, just put my hand on his shoulder and just wait for what I think is the most opportunist moment, just to try and slide in through the gates.
Okay.
I don't know how we work that out, but you're God, so I'll leave you to do that.
That will flattery will get you nowhere with me, Andy. Unfortunately, you can
We'll see.
both. You can give me a. You're trying to slip in from unawares from the guards. So the guards are going to have. I'll leave it up to their passive perception to try and beat your stealth check.
Okay. Come on, Saber.
That's stuff for that as well, right? Maybe or not.
Z does have advantage with stealth checks.
Okay. Well, I've rolled an 11. No, I've rolled an 11. I won't lie. Why would I lie? It's no fun lying. I'm only cheating this.
23, natural 19.
Cool. Z, you wait for the perfect moment, and without telling Saber, just rush forward. You dip between two carts, like as they're like you run between them. Duck.
I wouldn't leave him behind. I would make sure he's in front of me.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. You want to push Saber in front of you to like see? Okay, cool. You wait.
Not pushing, but encouraging.
Yeah. Cool. You both set off at the same time. Z, you cut between two carts as Saber goes up the side, and is immediately spotted by the first guard, who rushes forward and is going to try and grapple Saber.
Hooray!
And use an athletics check from you, please, Saber.
Or acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Or acrobatics, yeah. Or acrobatics.
The same for him.
Oh, yeah. 13.
Cool. Z, yeah, you rush between the two carts, go up the side. As you rush past the table, knock over like a beer, which distracts the next guard, like duck underneath his line of sight and rush through the door. You're through the gates as you run forward. As you see Saber, so one of the guards goes, "Oi!" and tries to grab Saber as Saber ducks underneath his arm.
Can I ask a question? And it's a bit going back a bit. When Kaya and Ratty went in, would we have seen the mass of people come towards them in rags? No. Okay. So as I gain entrance, can I have a look around for any kids or anything like that?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Don't give him more fuel for the fight.
Perception, that will be a 14.
Yeah, there's there's a group of 6 young kids, like teenagers. They look like they're playing some sort of dice game with a cup, like maybe 30 feet away from the guardhouse.
Okay, could I just quickly rush over to them and say 2 gold pieces to whoever can go and distract the guards now?
You see, they just... One of them's rolling the dice, completely loses it, and just goes, "Right you are, miss. Right, you'll bob and weave." As they all stand up and begin to rush the guards. As they rush towards Saber, in the direction of Saber, you hear him going, "The guards have got free food!" And you see more people join the throng as they rush the guardhouse. Saber, you duck underneath the arm of the first person. There is another guard dead ahead who's rushing you.
Okay. Can I try and meet this one then in the middle and just do a shoulder barge to a rugby shoulder barge out of the way? Okay.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Take his food as well. Apparently he's got free food.
That's 5.
5?
Yeah.
You just rush in and bang, hit solid steel, and he just stays upright as he's going to try and grapple you.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics again?
Yep.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
That other dice is definitely going in the jail.
Amazing. He goes to you shoulder barge him, he doesn't move. As he moves his arms around, you duck, go between his legs, and he just grasps thin air.
Nice.
As you like crawling on on your hands and knees, like scramble up and see this. Like there's now 20 people rushing the guardhouse, men, women, children, just rushing at you. You just hunker down, and they
hunker down
and move around you.
Cool. As soon as I realise they're past, I suppose I'm gonna look up and see Z just sort of like stood there waiting for me.
As Saber's coming towards me, can I try and find like an alley just to encourage him to go down, and then just stand ground and watch what happens, if I may?
Okay, cool. Yeah, there is like you can see on the map. You see those. You got like 4 buildings next to the guardhouse, like straight down. Those are all. So the ones on the left-hand side seem to be shops with like small gaps. The ones on the right seem to be there's like 2 shops. There's a big sign with like a lance broken. It's like a snapped jousting stick, and then there seems to be what looks like some like large residential complex sort of building, like a large like rickety looking home of somebody's.
Okay.
You dash towards the shops have got alleyways.
Okay, can I just encourage Saber to go down that alleyway?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just, once I see him go down the alleyway, I will just stand my ground, watch what's happening in front of me, get my purse, get 2 gold pieces out, put the rest in my rucksack. whilst I'm in my rucksack, then pull out I think I have 3 days of rations left.
Yeah.
Let me just check. I've got 4 days of rations left. I will take them out and then just wait to see what happens in front of me.
Cool. Amazing. Z, I'm going to need a stealth check from you. It will be with advantage.
Natural 20 and a 10.
Nice.
Cool. Saber, you rush into the alleyway, panting. As Z sort of, I think you step into the shadow of the alleyway. You notice that Z is now just like almost invisible in the darkness of the alleyway. Z begins rummaging around in the bag, take your coin purse out, put it in your rucksack, take the rations out, take 2 gold pieces out, and you sort of wait as you watch Z. More and more people get to the guardhouse. You see the guard gates shut. As more guards begin to rush from different areas of the of Kilk, there's like more like the patrols of guards. These 2x2s begin to rush forward. Takes about half an hour, but eventually the guards manage to make a blockade of like guards with shields, and they begin to force the crowd out. A few people get nicked with spears, just nicked as they rush forward. By the end of it, by the total mass of people pushing the gate has got to be near 50, 75 people before it's sort of disbanded. You see that there's a few warning shots fired from the ramparts from archers as people begin to disperse after about half an hour.
Are any of the guards paying attention to us?
Oh,
are any of the guards paying any attention to us in the corner?
Just rush past
in the alleyway. Yeah,
you're I would say here on the map. Oh, sorry, Luke. I've just realised it's. There you go. Right. So yeah, you're sort of centred there.
By the way,
pardon?
Are they shooting at their own citizens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking scumbags, man. What's this?
Yeah, you're sort of between those houses. You do spot Z, these 6 kids, sort of looking around for you.
Okay. Then can I whistle at the one that looks like they are looking at me to show them where I am. Of the 6 kids, Is there at all a little girl in amongst them?
A tall little girl.
No, a little girl.
Oh.
Is there at all a little girl?
Sorry. No, these are all male, ranging from like this older. The oldest one looks about 15, with the youngest being about 8.
Okay. Then, as they approach, I will hand over the 2 gold to the one that looks the oldest.
Yeah.
But put it in his hand and hold his hand at the same time, and say, make sure this gets shared amongst the 6 of you.
He takes it, looks at you. Yep, right you are, miss. As the little of the youngest one pokes his head around the waist of the tall one. Excuse me, are you looking for Mrs. Blackthorn?
Yes.
Because there was this other lady that was looking for earlier. She said she was going to give me some gold to take you to Mr. Blackthorn, but she didn't in the end.
Well, I tell you what. And can I pick him? He's small.
Yeah, he's like 8.
Okay, can I pick him up, put him on my shoulder, show him some of the food that I've got, and say, this is yours if you take me to that lady, not Blackmorn. I want you to take me to my friend, and if you do, this food is yours.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, you pop him on your shoulder. Yeah, you walk out the alleyway.
Make sure Saber's with me, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I've just recovered, caught my breath. Yeah, that's it. God.
Go for the reward.
Yeah.
Saber, as you sort of like, right, get ready to go. None of these 5 have come into contact with you. But you are also missing your coin purse.
Yes. I suppose I should just remove that. That was a lot of money.
So glad I gave my money to most everyone to keep a hold of.
Obviously, Saber's not said anything to me, but
have I noticed it's gone?
As you stand up to I guess you've rushed into this alleyway, sort of hands on your knees. You're not the fastest guy with your armor on. You're sort of quite a sluggish guy. So to rush to do a quick run is quite a hefty exercise for you. And as you've sort of checked your pockets, your coin purse is gone, or your money bag is gone.
Can I see it out on the road or anything behind me where I've fallen over or anything?
Give me as you sort of exit the alleyway following Z. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. 7.
Doesn't look like it's been dropped. Yeah.
Okay. Well, remove all gold.
I can know it, maybe. The number of it.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do that, I think.
I'm pretty sure you had 5 grand, so it's fine.
Nice try.
Oh, sorry, you what? Yeah, 2.5.
I've got 5 grand. That's.
I think it was 130 something.
There's going to be a very weighed down child escaping the scene over here somewhere.
Z, you are. You see the. It keeps doing it. You see the boy leads you in the direction of the Crooked Lance Tavern. Keeps pointing. No guards seem to recognise you as you sort of get to the entrance of the tavern.
Can I make sure that my cloak is covering my greatsword, please?
Yeah, Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, as the little boy says, they're in Vermis.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I will give him 2 days' rations,
Awesome.
and I will say to him, "What's the time of day now?"
I would say it's near like midday.
Okay. Can I say to him, when it gets dark, come back here and find me. I might have a job for you to do.
Okay, miss. What's your name?
Alina.
Alina. It's just because they won't let me in the tavern.
Okay, just ask for the big red-headed girl, and they'll come and find me, I'm sure.
Okay, Alina. Okay. As he gets climbs down you, drops to the floor, takes the rations, puts it straight in his big he's wearing this long jacket. It's a normal like a male jacket, but he's like 3 sizes too big for him, so it's almost like a trench coat. So he starts stuffing the rations in the inside pocket, and then runs off to join his friends.
He is so competent. What would we do without her?
Guys.
You guys... Can I make my way into? Well, I'll lead. I'll let Saber lead, but go into the Crooked Lance, please.
Hooray! Yes, then I'll go in first. I will open the door, and
you see this long tavern. You're entering sort of like the sort of the right-hand side of it. As you walk in through the door, you can see that there's a bar. Straight as you walk in through the door, there's a bar on the right-hand side. There's a long tavern stretches out to the left. Long wooden picnic benches, like the long style, almost like feasting halls type benches. There's 4 of them, so there's 2, and then there's a big fire pit, and there's 2 more past it, and then there's a couple of booths at the end of the bar, right at the far end, with some next to some grimy windows. It's a very pitched roof. It could have been a 2-story building, but obviously for whatever reason they decided not to, and there's wooden beams going along. You immediately spot the red-faced, scaly dragon head mounted above the bar, which winks at you as you walk in, Saber. And you also spot our other 2 members of this party. You spot Blue, and you also spot Kaya. Stood there at the bar, Blue with a dirty glass of water, and Kaya with a lovely small glass of red wine.
You having a nice time, are ya?
I wouldn't know if it's a nice time. But
We were
wait,
just
how did
thinking
you
about
guys get in?
how to get back.
Oh. Well, we... there was... I mean, the gates opened. There was a bit of mayhem. Lots of carts left. And we managed to get past somehow. Although I've lost all my money.
I think the supply chain has had enough of being held back, and they've set off by themselves.
Oh, did they find out that we'd cleared the bandits out?
Well, they found out something, but there was, I think, from what I counted, eight carts left at the same time. But very much, I think I saw the guards trying maybe to stop them or discourage them.
Yeah.
Would I be right in saying that, Chris?
You don't think they try to hold them back or anything?
No.
Kaya, you saw when last session as you walked in with Blue on your shoulder. One of the members of these trading parties spotted you out of a tent and immediately rushed over to a guard to chat with a guard. Putting 2 and 2 together, and from what Z was saying, probably the fact that these guys were scared of going on the road again. that stopped them, rather than the guards actually physically, no.
Well, I guess I hope that we really did clear it out and it's now safe again.
I mean, there is that big bird.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah. Big black one too. But Blue and I were just trying to come up with a plan of coming to get you. Because we found the cleric.
Yeah, they're over there, kind of close to the corner.
You look over to see this it's white. Well, it's like very dirty robes that were white at one point and are still white in patches, and this mass of black hair, like long, almost to the bottom of her back, like hair, which is just like draped over her. This person, who is slumped on the bar, and you see behind the bar is this man, white beard, slick white hair. He's got like a blue tunic on, with like a tan coloured clothing, like long sleeve, shirt on underneath. Who's like he's and then cleaning a glass out with a rag behind the bar.
Yummy.
I'll quickly lean in and say, so that's Gilgrath. He's a friend of Everard. He doesn't like it if you don't accept a drink. So just say it.
As I pour a plant nearby, I can pour my water in.
You're trying to ditch your free drink.
Well, my disgusting water that was sloshed out of a waste barrel from the sounds of it.
Give me a stealth check, Blue.
I'd rather not. Can I guide myself?
You can guide yourself if you so wish.
I so wish. Oh, that's not going to help a lot. That's a 5. 8.
Cool. Blue, you go over. There's like a very dead-looking plant at the end of the bar. Not the end of the bar. At the end of one of these tables, there's like a pot plant that's like died. No one's watered it. You go over and like chuck the water in. Come back, and as you stand next to Z, you are just engulfed in grey smoke from above.
Here we go again. Your plant needed water. Sorry.
You hear from somewhere outside the smoke. Now, Bullgraff, he's all right. As the smoke clears, you see this dragon, like craned neck, staring straight at you, just puff, like nostrils flared, eyes wide open.
I'm gonna put a gold down on the bar and ask for, could I please have 2 drinks for my friends that have just arrived? That would be lovely, thank you.
Oh, of course you can, Billy. What are you after?
And then I'll gesture towards them both.
Zeal, have an ale, please.
Yep, well, coming right up. And for you?
That wine that Kaya's got looks quite nice.
Yep.
I'll have one of them.
Wine. Yep, puts it out, takes the gold, gives you 3 copper pieces back, Blue. As you take the drink saver from the bar, he leans in and goes, I'd hide that weaponry if I was you.
Yeah. Do you have a long coat I could borrow for free?
Well, I could find you a long coat, I suppose. What's the free part about?
Well, just so I'll give it to you back, just so I can keep these covered up in the meantime.
Right. Yep, I'll go and find something. As he goes off through a back door of the bar, appears a couple of minutes later with a long, moth-smelling, very dusty, damp smell cloak, like leather dustery thing that he brings out for you. It's too short. It's supposed to go to your knees. It only goes to your mid thigh, but you can sort of you look a bit like a hunchback as you put all the gear on your back. Sort of tuck this thing in.
Does it have a hood?
It doesn't have a hood.
That's a shame. It's gonna go full hunchback and just whip the hood up, but yeah. Thank you very much. Lovely wine as well. And what'd you say his name was again? Bullgrath.
Oh yeah, that's Bullgrath.
Bullgrath. Okay. And how does Is the rest of Bullgraph out back?
No, the rest of Bullgraph is in a cave somewhere.
Oh, cool. All right. Thanks. Cheers.
DM, can I ask, since we've been in here, in Kilk, am I right to say that Milv was dressed very comfortably, correctly, not looking threadbare?
No.
All of the soldiers not looking threadbare?
No.
And Gilgrath?
He looks like he's doing like he's not exactly like prim proper dressed to the full. He's just wearing like commoner's clothes, but they're pretty clean.
Okay. Gilgrath, sir, thank you for your hospitality. Is there anywhere me and my friends could chat privately?
He sort of surveys the like pretty empty tavern. There's this pile of clothes at the end of the bar. There's like 2-3 people on like benches, and then the booths at the other end of the room completely empty.
Okay, could I'd
suggest down there.
Excellent, thank you. Can I get the eye of everyone else and encourage them over to the booth?
I nudge Saber and go, he's doing that weird eye thing again.
I think she wants us to follow her.
Oh, not really picked up on that. All right.
No,
let's go.
it's all right.
Glad we've got you here for something.
Wow.
Well, we trot along.
No, we hold hands and we skip.
Yes.
V.
You hold hands and you skip down the bar.
Yeah.
Down through the tavern, get to the booth at the other end. These booths are like wooden. It's just wooden seating, wooden table. They've got like stained glass partitions. Like there's like the tops of the seats are stained glass partitions, but they are incredibly filthy. So whatever colours they are, they're now brown. The windows to the outside let in a little bit of light, but you can't see outside. It's too grimy.
I've been to this pub before.
How are you two? You okay?
Yeah. I stashed my the cursed weapon on the roof. Kind of secured it behind the chimney, just so I didn't have it on me. Might need to get that at some point.
Well, I've lost my money.
You've lost your money too.
Yes.
Right.
I was trying to give some out to the people. They seem to be in a bit of a bad way. Obviously, we've not been here for very long, but.
What's your feeling so far about this place?
I don't think it's right. What's going on?
Can I make sure that no one's listening in to us? Or at least try to.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. There is nobody in this. Well, you can roll if you want, but there's no one in visible sight that is listening in. Everyone is at least like 20 foot away from you. There's like the closest person.
Even the dragon head?
Dragon head's the other side of the tavern.
Okay, cool.
Dragon's appearing.
After hearing Kaya say that, and then look at Blue. Blue, your opinion of this place?
I mean, it seems pretty sad compared to Breeze. But, you know, there's still life. At least in bits of it. But yeah, a lot of it doesn't look too happy.
How does it sit with you, Blue, and Kaya and Saber, that it would seem as though the people in charge and with power don't seem to be struggling, yet everyone else does?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem right. That's not how. place.
It doesn't.
It's not how
It,
my hometown works. That's not how Breeze work.
no, it doesn't sit right with me either.
I sort of feel like something fishy's going on. Obviously, I don't want to judge anyone, but the obviously the bandits happened about a month ago, and that's about the same time that this new lady took over, or from, I don't know if it was taken over from her husband or what, but I don't think she's been ruling long. But it doesn't seem to have gone well since she took over, and maybe it's a big coincidence, but I've never been a big fan of coincidences.
I don't believe in them.
That wasn't enough bandits to warrant a full lockdown like this.
No, I quite agree.
Well, there could have been more. You know, we only came on the one road, one time.
Well,
There was
it's like this. Yeah, but it's like this town is sieged for war.
Yeah.
It might be
Seemed
the
like
demon
they're
guy.
preparing for something, yeah.
Could be.
It's definitely not normal. What?
No.
No, I don't think
I'm
it
going to
is.
hide my money as well, considering you guys have had some of yours nicked.
I think that's
All of it.
The best, yeah.
It's all gone. Everything.
Well, I'll give you both 10 gold now, unless you want me to just hold on.
You can keep hold of it. For me, thank you.
Do you want any, Kyo?
Oh, no, I think you'd better keep it for now. But you know when we saw the big signs that said that way to the Blackmorn Mansion or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the same direction that the big black bird flew?
No. So, yeah, that flew
Went
towards
to
the
the capital.
in the direction that you figured out as the capital. So basically, if you try and do it the best way I can. So this is the map that you were fighting the Aarakocra on.
Mm-hmm.
It flew this way.
Mm-hmm.
You went that way, and you've travelled like 3 days in this direction.
Before we then got the other thing to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
All
Cool.
right.
Just putting
That's all right.
that to bed in my head.
Shall we try and find this town's leader then?
Well, I mean, yes, but since they're here, there is the matter of just even talking to this Beamonog fellow.
Yes. Very good point.
Whoever does it, I think I can guide them and maybe help us out a bit. They seem to like alcohol from what I can visually see, so maybe there's some incentive that we can offer there.
Maybe you should go over because you can buy them a drink.
Yeah, the dragon.
And you've got,
at the moment,
but you've got a natural charm.
Okay, I can do my best if that's what everyone thinks would be good.
As you're having this conversation, obviously still drinking your drinks, you see Gilgrath make himself way out from behind the bar and begins the long walk to you guys with an empty tray. Takes him like a minute to get to you guys as he sets the tray down, takes the empty glasses. Hey, guys want another round?
Well, go on.
I'm all right for the minute. Gilgrath, can I just? Do you have any rooms here? We're thinking about staying a night. Do you have any rooms here?
Well, I got yurts out the back. You can rent a yurt if you want. I'll even throw you in a good price since you're good mates with Everard. We'll call it a silver a person for the night.
What's up, Kaya? You don't look happy.
No, I'm perfectly happy with that. That's fine.
Okay. Could we? Is a yurt big enough to house us?
Yeah.
All
You'll
in
have
one?
to. There's plenty of wood in there for the stove, but you'll have to source your own bedrolls. You got bedrolls?
We got that.
Right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Silver Knight, you can kip in there.
Sorry, I've just
Take the one
noticed
for.
Sorry, it's pretty muddy out all around here and pretty gross. There's not a huge amount of life that is, and I look to the plant in his at the end of the bar or wherever it was. There's not really anything much alive. Is there any plump, fresh grass or some reeds or anything like that that would seem very spongy? Maybe some moss, anything like that? Kicking around town.
You see him chuckle a little bit. Yeah, there is. Try the Blackmorn Manor there. If they'll let you through, that's the only place that's got grass at the moment.
Okay, where's that again?
Well, if you go out of the door here, turn right, you'll see the Blackmorn Manor there.
Oh, the big one with the... Oh, right.
So what he's gesturing to is this.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nowhere else?
Not unless you want to go back out. Like outside of Kilt.
Okay. Nope, yep, sounds perfect. And more drinks would also be lovely. And I'll put down another gold on his tray.
Same again, is it?
Yeah, please.
Yes, please.
He'll take the gold. He comes back like 5 minutes later with this tray. No change, but gives you out another drink each. Blue, you've got a water again.
Amazing. That'll...
As he passes them out.
over to the bar, I guess.
So he goes, so what are you guys doing here then?
This is Gilbreth.
Yeah.
I was going to make my way to Beamer.
Okay. You get up and walk off.
We're just, we were sent from Breeze because there's been no traders.
Oh, so you're a scouting party for the council at Breeze, are you?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah,
Right.
something like that. We saw the traders leaving, though.
Yeah, they something to do with the roads. I'm guessing that was you then, if you've come from Breeze.
Was it really just those, was it 4 or 5 Aarakocra?
He turns around, takes a chair from a chair from one of the booths, drags it. You hear the scraping of wood on metal wood on stones. He sits down at the end of your table, puts his feet up on the table. Yeah, so it was the Talon Fist that were holding us ransom, basically. Killed everything in sight. Yeah, we haven't
just 5 of them. 5,
I
6
don't-
max.
Don't know how many there were. Don't know how many. Basically, they were taking every trader out. Can't get messages out. Postal Guild can't get there. So we've been stuck here.
Gilgraf, stuck here through your own choice, or made to stay here?
We weren't made to stay here, but we're obviously... Well, I'm staying here regardless, Can't leave Bullgraf here, and I can't take him off the bar, so I'm kind of stuck here. But yeah, we're I don't think we were no one wanted to risk the instant death of a Aarakocra's claw. Would rather wait it out.
Okay, can I ask why everyone seemed to be in such squalor, apart from the
no.
people that have got power?
So you get this. Well, it happens a lot. I've seen it a couple of times, not in Kilt, roundabouts and different places, but when things go under siege, everything goes up in price, doesn't it? Well, we weren't expected to be locked in for a month, and we don't produce food here. We just produce tobacco and cotton. That's great in a siege. Everyone can have a smoke and wear lovely clothes, but apart from that, we're kind of stuffed. So, no food coming in, prices went up, and then nobody could afford it.
But why didn't the powers that be help out people that couldn't afford it?
As he pulls a pipe out of his, knocks up a pipe. Mattresses. Oh fuck it! Stands up, goes over to the flame pit, puts his hand in the flame, then comes back to the table. Well, Blackmorns didn't want to get involved, did they? After Mr. Blackthorn was injured, he was attacked. Yeah, Arthur was his name. Arthur Blackmorn. He was attacked in the woods when he was out hunting with a, doing whatever he was doing. Got attacked, and they brought him back. And then Theory, his wife, she locked down the city. Then basically said nobody goes in and out. Then we had the bandit problem.
So she's in charge here. The guards listen to her. All of the people listen to her.
Strange thing, that if you've got a big bag of money, you tend to get the ear from everybody.
Yeah, but surely some people, when it started getting rubbish and bad, surely people were starting to get unhappy.
Yeah, plenty of people got unhappy, but it's one of those things, isn't it? Death or unhappiness. People tend to pick the unhappiness.
Can I lean into Z's ear and sort of slightly nonchalantly go, I'm now kind of worried we didn't destroy all of the Aarakocra and we just let all those merchants out, and what if they all die?
We didn't let them out.
Oh no, but
That sounds like a them problem.
Oh, that was so good. So good.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we should.
At this precise moment, we are too tired. I certainly am. To go anywhere.
Well, I know, but I'm wondering if we shouldn't go and try and have a chat with the Blackmorns, and maybe maybe we need to. I'm just feeling slightly responsible for it all, and I'm wondering if we shouldn't go and have a chat with them and find out more about all of these attacks, because if in fact it's a large, more than 5. And they come back, the one, they might not be very happy, in which case the city might need to be on alert, or the town, and even if they don't come back because they're not happy, perhaps we have a responsibility to try and to take these people out. Obviously not today, but maybe we need to talk to the people in charge just to make sure other people don't leave for at least another day or so.
Just to check, are you saying this like in whispering
Now.
in Z's ear, or are you saying this out loud?
Now I'm going to say all that out loud.
Okay, cool. Gilgrath, still smoking in his pipe. Well, look, the Talon Fist have been around for a long time. They're a pretty big bandit group. They tend to kick up here and there when there's an opportunity. And, well, once the city was in lockdown, none of the guards patrolled the road. Hence, they could set up shop. You know.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay, well, if you all think it's best to sleep, I'll do whatever you think.
Gilgrath, what's the chances of us having a meeting with Mrs. Blackmore?
Oh, yeah, you could have a meeting with Mrs. Blackthorn. When you're there, ask if I can be king next and see if Bulgraff can get his body back. In fact, if you can get Bulgraff a body, I'll get you a meeting with Blackmore.
Okay, fair enough.
That's decided.
So,
Where is the body?
Do you want to hear the story of Bulgraff, do you?
Yes.
Sure.
Right, well...
Wait. Go on then. Sorry.
Right. We'll go back. By this point, I think we'll cut to blue, and then I'll tell you the story of Bulgraff, just to add a little with more suspense to it. Blue,
Ah.
you go over to the pile of hair and rags that is at the end of the bar, sat on a bar stool, slumped on the bar.
Guys. Root through my backpack, get my gold, but I'll take 2 pieces out, wrap the rest of it in Pickle's funeral garment, and shove that deep down. And just walk over.
There's no movement from the pile.
Hello, excuse me, and I'll poke them.
There's a grunting sound from the clothes.
I couldn't help but notice I have 2 gold here for you.
Still silent.
Are you ticklish?
You're going to try and tickle.
What was their response?
There was no response to the words. No.
Well, here comes the tickle monster.
Cool.
Roll for tickle.
Blue, you go over, begin tickling. There is slight giggling, and then there is a horrible squelching noise and a splattering as you see your feet are covered in what looks like red wine, with little bits of chunks of food in it. As this horrible retching sound as this mass begins to flick their head up, you see a very grubby-faced, a very gaunt-looking elven woman stares back at you. What was that for?
Oh, sorry.
She begins rubbing her head.
But I'll cast guidance on it.
Yeah, right. Well, it's not going to help with my headache.
No, it might. Any more you need to get out of you, or?
No. What? Where are? What?
Water.
Just start pouring it onto the floor. You begin pouring the water on your feet. She goes, tries to take it off you.
Well, the water. No, it's what?
She tries to take the glass of water off you.
Okay, sure.
Cool. You let her have it. She just necks it, puts it on the bar. Sort of wipes her. She wipes her face with her sleeve of her robes. What time of day is this?
Oh, it's about midday.
Fuck.
Are you being a knob?
Who's asking?
Me. I'm Blue. Hello.
Nice. Hi, Blue.
Are you a cleric by chance?
Yeah. Why? What have you done?
I've got a friend who is wearing something they maybe shouldn't be, and they would like it taken off, and it doesn't want to come off.
Well, I don't do that sort of thing. You know, just being a cleric and all, we're kind of celibate.
I mean, you've never tried anything once.
When you say you can't take it off, what do you mean? And please be quick.
Well, once she tries, it gets shrinkier.
What? Her t-shirt, shoes, socks?
Yeah, her armor.
Oh, okay. Right. Cursed?
I look around and see that there's no one here. Yeah, cursed.
Right. Okay. You know where my temple is?
Nope.
Fucking right. It's in
Would you
right
like me to carry
at the
you
corner. No. Right. It's in. I need to go. If it's cursed, I need to get supplies. Right. At midnight, back left corner of the city. It looks like a dome in the ground. Just meet me there. I'll have to do it at night. Wait,
Sure.
hang on.
Hang you.
She takes out a small stone tablet out of her pocket. Looks at it. You can see, Blue, that it's covered in different phases of the moon. So like a lunar chart. She looks at it and goes, she's not going to be happy about it, but yeah, we can make it work. Right, yeah, I'm going to... Oh, fuck. She looks like... She sort of begins like rubbing her head, stops for a minute and goes, where's Gilgraf?
Oh, he's over there talking to my friends.
Sweet, you didn't see me. And she like runs to the back door of the tavern.
I gave her guidance as well, if that helps.
Cool. Yeah. Gilgraf still feet up on the table. She legs it out without being spotted by Gilgraf. Completely distracted by the other three. Yeah, Blue kind of like just stood there, feet covered in squelchy sick.
I hear her take my money, so I'm going to add that back on my
No, she didn't take your money.
Sweet.
Yeah, she
walked back over to the table.
Cool. You walk back in as Gilgraf is going, right, so...
I'll just interrupt really quick. Do you have any sawdust or anything to I vomited over there. I'm sorry.
You haven't drunk anything?
Yes.
Right. It's behind the bar, in a sack. You fucking throw up in here again, Blue, and I'll have words with Everard.
I very much appreciate that, and I am deeply sorry. I will clear that up post-haste. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
Well, hang on. Would you want to hear this story? You'll like this story, Blue. I've told it to Everard. Everard likes it as well. Take a seat.
It might smell out of the... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you come over. So, right, we'll go back. So, my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, right? And he was this fancy knight fellow, right? Noble blood he was. Well, I'm noble blood, but he was noble blood as well. But, so he went to this, went to Hillington, and they said they had a dragon problem. And, him being a knight, went up a mountain, go and kill this dragon. And he got to the top of the mountain, and he found Bullgraf there, right? But Bullgraf spoke to him, said that the attacks on this on the capital weren't from Bullgraf. They weren't actually, in fact, a dragon. They were being picked off one by one by another sort of weird guild, and the dragon was staying clear in the mountains. So, my great-grandfather, great-great-great-great-grandfather, decided, well, he's not going to kill Bullgraf. So he goes back down the mountain. He gets halfway, and it gets dark, and he stops for the night. And he meets this man, right? Dressed in black clothes, black robe. Came and sat with him, had some food. Didn't tell me what the name was, but he was some sort of powerful, person, And he said to my grandfather, he's like, "What are you doing up here?" He's up a mountain randomly. He was like, "Well, come to slay a dragon." And my grandfather told him that he was Bullgraf up there, and he wasn't going to kill him. Wasn't the dragon's fault. He was just living his life. Anyway, grandfather wakes up the next morning. He's only got fucking Bullgraf's head on a wooden plaque, has he? And that man disappeared. And we can now hear each other. Family curse.
You can hear Bullgraf?
I can talk to him. He talks to me through me noggin.
But you don't know where his body is, or where this mountain was.
Don't know who this man was. Bullgraf says he's some sort of wizard folk, but I don't know.
So Bullgraf's not actually dead, he's just...
No, he's fully alive. I can talk to him.
He's just in two places at once.
Sorry, there was like three people talking then. Say, what did you say?
I've forgotten.
Yeah, I can talk to him, but we've got this weird link. Always have.
Is he happy to be here in a pub for many generations?
He sort of like cranes his neck to look at Bullgraf. Well, he's never been happy without a horde.
Well, No, I imagine many dragons wouldn't be.
No. But he provides security, and I make sure he's fed.
And you've never thought about going and trying to find his body and reuniting with it?
Well, I don't know if he's. I don't know if his body's still there. I mean, I don't even know what this is, but I think he's just like it's just the head left.
Oh.
Right. Oh. Can he not feel his own feet or anything?
Bullgraph, can you feel your feet? You watch the dragon's head sway from side to side.
That's sad.
That's really sad.
You say it eats. Yeah. Where does that go?
Right, now we've had this conversation many a time. We don't know, but he eats. Like, he doesn't. Well, there was one when I got sick. I was out for about 2 months. I was in bed rest, and nobody fed him. And he didn't die. He just was just really hungry when he woke up. When I woke up, I had to feed him a whole fucking sheep at that point. But he'd eat.
Do you think it would happen if he swallowed a rat whole?
Don't know.
Or maybe we could do some science in the future.
Yes, I'm very intrigued. Because how would he know he's hungry? That's all in the brain, though. Presumably, he's not actually hungry. It's just
don't know.
A figment of his.
Maybe I don't actually. It could be for the taste, I suppose. It's like one of those things, isn't it? If you crave something, don't you? You crave the taste of cheese. You go and have some cheese. You can eat cheese.
God,
maybe it's just the taste.
Awful though. Do not eat goblin. God.
Well,
nasty aftertaste.
Have you thought about putting like a bit of fish on a rope and then feeding it to him and then using the rope to pull it back to see if it if it gives you any clue as to where his body might be?
I mean, if you got some rope, we can try it.
I've got rope.
If you need rope, Kaya is loaded.
Oh, I do have quite a lot of
Kaya is all rope. I haven't got any rope.
I think that's a nice word.
I might not have a fish. Well, I got an apple. We'll try some stuff. And he gets up from the table and walks away.
Now, this is very fascinating. I'm not saying we shouldn't just stay here all day.
He gets like halfway up and goes, "Oh yeah, Blue, you're on sick."
Oh yeah, sorry. You stopped me from that, but I will continue.
This is only just about lunchtime.
I don't know about you guys.
The dragon will be hungry.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I think I want to do some information gathering.
I agree. We need to at least go and scout out the town, possibly, and get a feeling from other people, not just
I don't.
Lovely Gilgraff and
I'm not sure
Dragonhead
about going shopping at the moment because I think everything's going to be through the roof.
Yes.
But I think maybe just there's some suspicions that I've got that I need to confirm with myself, and if they come true, then I will share them with you. But I don't think we're going to find out anything more from being sat in here.
No, and I know you're not that keen, but I do believe we could go in and pop our heads in the door and request an audience with Mrs. Blackthorn.
I'm more than happy to ask, and I'd hazard to guess what we're going to see will not impress us.
No, and I'm just
confirm things.
I'm sort of the opinion. I imagine most people would give us the same information in the town. I think going right to the source is possibly our best.
They're not gonna tell us anything that they haven't been told themselves, I'm sure.
Exactly. So I'm quite keen to head up to the manor.
Yeah.
The central.
Yeah, I agree.
As you guys are having this conversation, Blue, you're mopping up or putting sawdust down on on the sick pile that was created by you. There is a commotion at the door as like 3 guards not kick the door down, but like burst the door open. Gilgraf, who's just walking behind the bar, goes, "All right, lads, problem?" As these 3 guards walk in, we're looking for some people who came in the town. They didn't check any weapons. As they look around.
Well, I don't think you'll find that's not us, officer. I rechecked my weapons.
As you see the one of the guards move, "Oi, that's him!" and points at Saber.
I would like to misty step to the back of the dragon's head.
Yes.
So the dragon's head's like mounted.
Yeah. So can I be
you want
stood
to
on
jump
the back
on him?
Yeah, I want to be misty step so that like I'm on its neck behind, like on its head. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You misty step.
Cool.
As Gilgraf goes, "Right, well, lads, I suggest you turn around and head through that doorway again." As the guards step forward, you see Bulgraf blow big plumes of smoke in their direction. As Gilgraf says, "Now, lads, I don't like the smell of burnt hair." As Saber, you misty step onto Bulgraf's neck. Can I have a dex saving throw from you?
Oh yeah, baby. Of course you can.
Saber.
Dex saving throw. Nat 20. I am all or nothing today.
You land on top of the dragon's head. It's got like 2 like sticky, like backwards facing horns. As you land either side, and Bulgraf's eyes go wide and begins like shaking, trying to get you off of him. You grab hold and just rodeo this dragon as it's like keeps swinging around. Blue, I need a dex saving throw from you.
That's great. Saving throw is a -1. Oh, 5.
Oh, 5 in total. Sorry, I wasn't really listening. You take 15 points. You take 15 points of fire damage as torrents of flames come out of Bulgraf's mouth at the sight of driving. The guards drop everything and piss off out the bar as quickly as possible. As flames just erupt around the tavern. You see Gilgraf. You get badly burnt down one side. Blue, as Gilgraf runs out, trying to stop Bulgraf.
I'm using Stone's Endurance to negate it by 8, so that's 7 damage.
And I will whimper like a poor pup.
Gilgraf comes out from behind the bar. Get off him! Get Bulgraf!
I will try and jump down.
Cool.
I will jump down if that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you slide down, land on the floor. It's not that high. You just land on your feet a bit awkwardly. As Bulgraf's eyes lock onto Saber. Do you see Blue? Gilgraf's eyes go like a blood red color, and you see Bulgraf just go motionless.
Gilgraf, buddy, you okay?
Yeah, you need to get your elven friend away from Bulgraf.
I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna hand up, back away.
Yeah.
1 step, 2 step towards the back door. Is there a back door?
Yeah, there's a back door. As you go that way, Gilgraf's just staring at Blue, like just eyes completely red. He's like, "Look, he'll calm down in a minute. If you just go and sit down, be nice, be calm. He'll calm down. He's a bit pissed off now."
I think that is a sign for us to
to possibly make an exit, and Diana will stand up and start making her way towards the back door.
But thank you very much for your help. We really do appreciate it.
No problem. I'll see you tonight. Yeah, the guards won't bother us in here. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, thank you again.
Cool. You guys just get out of the tavern. And that's where we're going to stop for a quick break. And yeah, use the loo and we'll use the facilities, shall we say, and get another drink because I'm
That's what we need to do.
thirsty. Right, back in a minute, guys. Cool. And we're back. These guys are exiting through the back door of the tavern after being scared off by a dragon.
Well, part of a dragon.
Cool. Yeah, part of a dragon. As you go through the back door, you see that there is like a back alleyway to this, where it's sort of backs out to another set of buildings, and there is like a large alleyway, dirt floor. There's a wooden like latrine where it's literally two wooden outhouses. And then away from those, about 10 feet in either direction, on the right-hand side there's one tent, or one of these yurts, and then on the left there are two yurts, these white yurts. Yeah, as you exit the back of the tavern.
Do we know which yurt's ours? Or does
I
it
think
not
that's
matter?
the last one.
Don't think it matters. I think we'll just claim one and come back later on.
Right, okay. Well, I think I should lay low from the guards as they know who I am.
Dave, I think I might have something that will help with that. Can I fish out my white cloak that has a hood, please, and pass it over to Saber?
Yeah.
Cool. I think I will take the jacket, the mouldy, musty coat off, put the cloak on, and then put the musty jacket back over that so that I've got a hood and...
As my frame is bigger, do I think I could hide Saber's bow underneath my cloak better than I think he could?
As it stands, it looks like Saber's a hunchback. From like propping all of his gear in one spot, he looks like a poor hunchback. You can take the bow off him if you want. It's up to you, but he does look pretty well camouflaged now. He's got the cloak and he's got a hood.
Oh, he
up.
does. Okay, right.
It would be very difficult for a guard to go, like, in the limited time they've had with you guys and the fact that you didn't give names, it's very difficult. It would be very difficult for them to point out in a crowd and go, that's the guy we're after.
Okay, cool. That's good. Then
I'll lean into it a bit and sort of drag my foot a bit and...
Give me a performance check.
Okay. Okay.
as I see him starting to limp, can I go over there and hold an arm to give him the help?
Yeah, you can like join in the performance of like giving him an arm and pretending he's like your old, like, you know, like an elderly relative.
Does that give me advantage?
It does give you advantage.
Oh my goodness!
What was it?
It was better than that. It's that was a 4. So the last roll was a 8 plus 1 is 9.
9. You exiting the alley. I'm guessing that's the way you're going. Exiting the alley. You're not going to stay in here for the rest of the day.
Nope.
Cool. You exit the alley. Z and Saber at the front. Kaya and Blue behind. Saber is doing a very good job at pretending to be an old man until his trousers begin to come down and he has to stop and like he walks like 4 or 5 steps as normally, pulls his trousers up and then like links arms with Z again, and then continues to limp.
Nope, yeah, that is a spot on impression of an old man, if you ask me.
Where are we going?
I think we're heading straight to the middle.
Oh, I didn't mention this before, but because I had to clean up the sick. But yeah, Beam and Og said they are cool to remove curses from armors at the top left sort of area of town at like midnight, and the moon isn't gonna like it, but it'll make do.
Well done, Blue. You've done amazingly. We knew you could do it.
Yeah.
That's excellent news.
Well, yeah, no, they seemed very happy to help. So yeah, I guess some clerics have it really just in them naturally, just some of them.
Well, maybe it's an experience thing. Maybe they've been doing it a lot longer, and they're
Maybe they've just
like
done it
got
at
a
least
better
once,
relationship with their god. Maybe they're more loyal and dedicated, and just don't know, do you? I guess.
You never
Also,
know.
when
Maybe
I-
there's
when I
different
say I think-
tiers, and some of them are just
Blue,
lower tiers.
Kaya, you can both have inspiration for ripping on Saber.
Aha, bullying. The always needed.
Yeah, both of you give yourselves inspiration.
I'll take it.
You exit the alleyway here on the map. As you come out, you see that there's this large, another one of these large towers in front of you. Which direction are you sort of heading? Are you heading west or east? So east would take you back into the centre of town. West would take you towards some houses.
So I'm leading Saber, and after hearing what Blue just said, I would head towards the top left, just to try and find this temple first, and then go from there.
Cool. Amazing. You take a left-hand turn going towards the centre of town here. As you walk, you see see a few things. Go on, everyone, give me perception checks. That's just.
Oh, excellent! I do love a perception check.
Oh my god, are you fucking joking? That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Great.
that evens out my natural 2.
Oh no!
14.
19.
Okay. Z, you're concentrating on trying to keep everyone sort of together and hidden in some sort of like weird group as you walk through. Saber.
Yes.
No, we'll come to you last. Sorry, Blue. All three of you see this, and I'll sort of slowly go down the list of what Saber sees. Blue, Kaya, and Saber. You look to you're facing east, looking east. So you turn your heads to face. I'll just point it on the map. It's easier. You look into this large complex to your on your right. You see that there are about 6-7 guards patrolling back and forth between the wall. These two big long towers, and they're patrolling back and forth. As you see inside, you see luscious lawns. You get the glimpse of like an edge of a lake. This giant wooden structure with lovely facades on the outside, lovely balconies, lovely flower beds around. This red-roofed stone and wooden structure that looks just a magnificent piece of artwork in the centre of a town. There's no sign of like a muddy track that leads up. It's all pristine lawns. Either side of like these buildings here are what look like barracks, stables, some sort of armory building, because it's got like iron bars around the windows, so you guess it's some sort of like storeroom or armory or something. And there's just living quarters as guards are patrolling back and forth. None of which spot you guys, by the way.
Okay.
Kaya and Saber, as Blue is sort of like looking at the lovely luscious lawns and lovely
I'm casting
flowers and
Barbarian
things.
League on myself. That's why I'm
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Kaya and Saber, you look left. You see there's a large crowd of this central bit between here is like got like a few market stalls that are like in Breeze where they had like for traders to come and set up. A lot of them look in a bad way, like they're just rotting away. No one's using them, and they're just sort of like people. Some of them have been like smashed up, and there's like just piles of wood. There is one though that has drawn a massive crowd, sort of 20, 30 people surrounding this thing, and you can smell meat cooking from that like stand.
Okay.
And the only thing that Saber misses that sees that everybody else doesn't is between these two buildings there is an alleyway, and there is a someone stood at the entrance of this alleyway. In front of them is a barrel, and from this distance it's hard to see what's on top of the barrel, but it looks like there's some random objects, like there's like a you can just squinting you can see a chess piece, like a knight of a chess piece, on the top of the barrel. This guy is wearing black leather armor, got a black hood up, and he's got a black like piece of cloth on his covering his mouth, and he's sort of just leant against the wall inside the alleyway with this barrel out the front, like next to him.
I'm gonna nudge Z and point that person out to her and say, "This guy looks shifty. You think he's up to something?"
Once looking at the bloke, you say there's a mask there.
It's just like a piece of cloth, like a black piece of cloth that you can't see what his
Right.
you can't see. Yeah, it's like a bandana almost, but but it looks, there's no like
Does this bloke look human?
it's just black. Hard to tell from this perspective, Z.
Is there a snout coming out, forming around this cloth?
No, no,
Dragonborn, so.
no.
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking. No. Yeah. I'm not.
I think we should check him out. He might know something. He looks like he's up to something. He might know something.
Okay, okay. Then I'll help Saber over towards. Do I recognise anything that's on top of this barrel?
You'd have to get closer to have a look at what he's got for sale.
Okay, could I, with a very bad performance, thanks to Saber, try and move my elderly relative over towards closer to the barrel, please?
Yeah. Kaya, Blue, what are you doing?
You told me that I didn't notice the famine-ridden people. Can I notice them?
The gathering of people, you say?
I thought you said there was a number of people that looked like malnourished and stuff around us, or were they not?
Not around
no,
you, no.
they were
They're like, so they're sort of like in the middle. You guys are still like here. So they're way away. There's like a gathering around one of these market stalls. But
Okay.
yeah, as you sort of turn around, you spot them.
Okay, I'm just gonna notice them, but I'll just follow behind
Yeah.
Z and Old Saber.
Can I do a bit of a pass by of the market stall with the meat, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make sure there's no bridles sitting anywhere?
As you pass like close to the crowd, you see that people.
Hang on, sorry, Chris. Do I
Oh, go-
catch Kaya breaking off?
If Kaya's being sneaky about it, probably not. But if you guys are like, yeah,
I'm
it's
not
up to
being
you guys
sneaky
whether-
because I'm essentially just taking a
Probably
wide
then.
line.
Kaya, before you go, do that strange body art thing again, just in case we get split up.
I would.
Are you a bit tired?
I'm a little tired.
Okay, all right. Well, you shout as loud as you can.
Okay.
Just whistle.
In which case, we'll do we'll go with Blue, Saber, and Z first. You guys approach this gentleman.
Tap Z.
Uh, cool. Sort of lean against the alley next to this barrel. As you get closer, you see there's like a really small, like, parchment, like banged into the wall that just says "for sale." As you approach,
Okay.
sample wares.
Well, what you got, young man?
No, you tell me. And he sort of gestures. He's got a knight from a chess piece, a wooden tankard, a ball of string. There is a like a letter opening knife, like tiny little blade, basically. A hanky and a thimble.
If I do an Arcana check, can I see if any of these items are magical or if they're just bog standard items?
Yeah, you can try and give me an Arcana check. Yeah.
11.
My
11?
old grandpa. Now, you can't just see something and want to buy it. Because people could be selling any old fucking shit around this place. How about you let me have a little look and just hold fire with spending all your money?
Thank you. Thank you, dearie. Thank you for looking out for your old grandpa.
Right. Could I have a look over the barrel to see if there's anything there that takes my eye from what I've read about to do with fey fiends, undead, things like that?
Yeah. Give me a investigation check.
And I roll with advantage then, as I'm specifically looking for fey fiends and undead things.
Yeah. Hang on. So you would get advantage if there was something there that was Fey, Fiend, or Undead. So in
Yeah.
which case you wouldn't roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a
Single
backwards
roll.
way of doing
Yeah,
it,
you
but
get that for free.
yeah. Blue, you've done an Arcana check, I can see.
Yes. So natural 20.
Natural 20. Cool.
No.
You looking over the top of Saber's head, see that these objects on the top of the barrel, the objects I described, nothing's magical about them. Barrel is though. Something weird on the barrel. As you sort of and Z, you would spot this as well by your fists that I've just seen. What did you roll in your investigation?
A natural 19.
Natural 19. You both notice. Blue, you notice the one that the barrel is definitely magical. That's not a normal barrel. You also notice there is a strange markings on this barrel's got like a metal band and then metal bands that go down. And the wooden parts between these metal bands have got weird symbols drawn all over them.
Is there room for one more?
No, but there is one that's facing directly at Z. Like there's one thing of band of these squiggly markings.
And the last thing I remember the guy saying was, "You tell me what the items were." So I'll kneel down and just poke it. Poke the one the symbol thing facing Z.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
So, it's a strange, curious-looking barrel you've got here, friend.
Without even like moving his head or blinking or like turning his head to face you, he just goes, "Yeah, some kids drew on my barrel."
What kind of kids? Like magic kids?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So, what's in the barrel?
Do I recognise I'm guessing these are runes on the side
They're
of the
not
barrel?
runes. They just look like squiggles to both of you.
Oh, right, okay.
What squiggles?
Mm.
Are they like burns, or are they like what's made the marking?
Looks like someone's dipped their finger in charcoal
Oh,
and like
so can
drawn.
I rub some off?
Yeah, you go to rub someone off, and it doesn't come off.
Oh. But there's definitely no room for me to put a little bee on myself, is that?
If you wanted to try like carve a bee into the barrel, you can try.
With,
Yeah,
with my flame.
with your flame.
Yeah,
You
low,
burn
low
a
touch.
you burn a little bee in as the guy goes, not even looking at you, just goes, "Do you mind?"
You said the kids did it. Oh, sorry. I thought it was kind of a, a modern art piece sort of thing. It looks nice though. I like it. Cool squiggles.
Thanks.
Oh, how much for the barrel then?
Well, the barrel's not for sale.
Oh,
It's a really nice barrel. It reminds me of what I had a while ago. Are you sure? Can I lift it?
Barrel's not for sale.
Come on, Grandad. It's time to get off. There's nothing here that you're interested in. Come on, let's go.
Did you say you want to lift the barrel?
I mean, I asked him. Can I lift the barrel?
You can, if you want. You can try.
Yeah. All right. Guidance.
Am I rolling something?
Yeah. Roll an athletics check.
Good one. Athletics. And that's a 4 as well. And that's a 4 as well. That's 8. Oh, God, to get them that territory now. 25.
Oh wow.
Cool. Blue, you go over and like squat down, put your arms around the barrel. You Saber and Z, Blue, you lift the barrel. You see that just for a split second, there seems to be a rod connecting the barrel to the floor as Blue lets go, and it into the floor again.
Oh, that's it's a hefty barrel you've got there.
Yeah. As a hand like the contents on top of the barrel seem to move as a hand comes out from a shoulder, reaches down, not where the arm. So he stood like trying not to knock everything over. He stood like this, and an arm comes out of like under here and begins to move the things back onto the barrel and readjust them. As you realise that this guy isn't stood to the side, he's stood facing you. His silhouette is facing this way, but he's looking at you through the side of his hood.
Same height.
There again.
Same height that he should be.
Yeah,
Right.
It's basically, as you sort of like stare at what he's doing for a minute, you realise he's wearing a very good disguise.
well, what's your name, young man, young trader?
Root.
Root.
Mm-hmm.
You from round here?
Might be.
Oh. Okay.
Is there a reason you're selling these obscure items that don't seem to have, no offence, a huge amount of worth?
Oh, I think they're worth loads. They are worth a lot to me.
So this ball of string is worth a lot to you.
Yeah, it's worth 10,000 gold pieces.
Okay, why is that?
I think it's very valuable.
And this chess piece, this knight, how much would that run you?
10,000 gold pieces.
Is there anything on this barrel that does not cost 10,000 gold pieces?
Yes.
Then that would be...
For you to tell me.
I think that the letter opening knife is free. Am I right?
Do you want to purchase it?
Well, if it's
Is
free,
it?
it's not really a purchase. You asked us to sample the items. We've not really sampled them yet. Do you have a
Can
letter?
sample them? I do not have a letter, no.
Boulder Dash.
Can
So you said the barrel is not for sale. How about the
That is
rod
correct.
underneath the barrel?
That is also not for sale.
Or is that for us to decide?
No, the barrel is not for sale.
Oh, you're a slippery one, you. Mr. Root.
Zionia's lost interest in this and starts dragging Saber to where I believe Kaya is.
I'm probably just going to keep going with Z then.
I'll give you 5 gold for the thimble.
You would be 9,995 gold pieces short, I'm afraid. As you turn your back and move. Give me one last perception check, the 3 of you.
Oh, yeah. 19.
15.
Blue Saber, you see this hand appear from the shoulder, tap the wall, and the barrel face rotates one face.
Do the items on the top turn with it?
Nope, stay where they are.
That's pretty impressive though.
So,
go on.
No, you're going to ask a question.
No, I was just gonna. Oh no, it's cool. Crack on. Let's do it.
Kaya, you walk, taking a wide route around these people to go and see what they're looking at. You see there is a quite like a big muscled guy, not Dirk or Drick. Sorry, Drick. It's not Drick. This guy's wearing a white apron stained with blood. Is holding a meat cleaver and has set up what looks like a spit behind him with a large piece of meat rotating on the spit. And he seems to be like whacking into the tabletop of the thing. People rushing around. He's got meat, chunks of meat. 3 copper a piece.
Fuck.
It's amazing.
Can I tell from the piece of meat on the spit what animal it is?
Give me a survival check.
Oh, I'm very good at survival. Survival's not my thing. Sure, it's not just like a perception check. No.
Survival.
19.
19. Looking at the size of this piece of meat, you would say it probably goes neigh, not moo or woof or oink.
Did it go nay with a German accent?
That was
When it said nay, did it actually say ya?
Yeah.
I will leave that up to you guys to figure out.
I knew that was
If you've killed our horses, I mean that's
dark.
It's almost as bad as children. It's one up from children.
I mean, they are our property, so I will be suing the city.
I didn't name one, so I might have to gravely injure this person.
From where we are,
sorry.
we then see back down to where the main gate is.
Yeah, you can, from where you are, the main gate's shut.
Can I see where our cart is?
You're not sure where your cart is, to be honest. I don't think you've had that conversation with the others.
I guess I would just be looking to see.
In fact, sorry.
Near the...
Sorry, I will give you this. There is your cart is on the inside of the wall. Do you know where the traders were set up?
Yeah.
All those like small tents and carts and stuff. Your cart's there by itself.
No horses.
No horses.
No horses.
I would like to just sort of turn around and walk back towards my friends.
Okay.
Yep. And yep.
Everything all right, Kaya?
You know when you came in, what did you do with the horses?
Well, we left them over Over there.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure they're there now.
Oh, well, they've probably just been put into a stable by the guards for us.
I mean, that's a possibility, but there are a lot of starving people here, and out of nowhere they appear to have meat.
Oh no. Yeah, let's go check on that. Oh, God.
Well, Saber, I guess you need to stay here, but yeah, if maybe Blue and I go over and just inquire. Although I'm slightly worried that they might try and detain us if you two, if Saber, if you and Z snuck in. I am slightly concerned that if we go back over there, they might try and arrest myself and Blue. Especially because Blue didn't actually officially come in to the town. But I imagine.
More worried about the horses than me.
Well, I know, but
The meat that's hanging up. Sorry, Kaya. Is this enough for 2 horses, 1 horse?
Looks like it seems to be a flank of 1 horse.
Okay.
my suggestion, not that I know these things very well, but the little I do know is, I imagine if you fled into the city without permission, they've probably confiscated the cart and the horses, and we're in a town where everybody's starving. So I imagine they've made the executive decision to eat the horses, which...
Well, there's only enough for 1 horse there. So...
Well, it'd make no sense to kill both straight away, would it? You need to...
Well, then let's
spread it
go and
out.
find our other horse then.
I do want to.
Well, what about your...
I don't know if I'll be able to keep my cool. If this is the,
I know...
Blue, would you just look after Grandad, please? Can I hand
Grandad.
Saber to Blue and march my way over to the butcher tent, please?
Yeah,
some
you...
deep breathing exercises over here.
What?
Well, I was going to say, as Blue touches me, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Blue at level 1 and give him 1d8 plus 2 health back.
Check the cleric out.
Oh, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. I already used Goodberry on myself and healed myself prior.
Oh, did you? Alright then. Well, yeah.
That was
Okay.
so
Good try,
nearly
mate.
inspiration for being your true cleric self, but I'm not going to give it
Thanks.
to you now, seeing as Blue's already at full health. So,
Perfect.
Z,
Using
Kaya.
the spell
I
slot.
had to kind of just take care of it myself. I've kind of learned. So.
Z, Kaya. I'm guessing, Kaya, you're going with Z?
Yes, I
Cool.
will. I will go back with Z.
As you get closer to you sort of get to the crowd. Are you sort of like going around the crowd to get to the back of this, like, stall? Or are you just going to wait until you get to the front of the queue?
Oh no, I think we're going around the back, aren't we? Not got the time to be waiting.
Z wouldn't wait. So Z's either... Well, Kaya, are you leading the way or is Z leading the way?
Z's leading the way. Kairos. Just...
Okay, Z just walks straight through the centre.
Cool. You start parting people out of the way. As you're going through, you see people are holding like in pieces of like cloth or like on wooden plates. You see like just cubed pieces of meat. That seem to be like it's almost like a medium rare steak. Still a bit bloody, but there's cubed pieces of meat. There's people like gleefully walking away from them, holding this. As you get to like you part the crowd, you hear people go, "Oi! Hang on, wait your turn. As you sort of like
And I
push your
look
way
down
through.
and I growl at them.
Oh, all right, you're hungrier than I am. As people seeking to like just move out of the way, you get to the front. You see there's like this very thin, grubby fingered woman. Sort of like taking orders, taking money, handing out pieces of keeping. As the guy behind is like, just like carving pieces of meat off this chunk on the spit, and then like chopping them up on a like tabletop, and then there's like putting them like passing the meat out on a tray.
Where's my horse?
I'm sorry. You want some? How many?
No, I want the alive one.
Oh well, I'm very sorry, but they're both dead. That's one of them. We've got another one going in the back.
Who gave you these horses?
The guards. Sorry. As she hands out another piece of meat to somebody who's like coming from around your hip that takes it. Look, if you're not here to buy it, I'm afraid I could give you some, since it was your horse.
Which guard?
And she like points in the vague direction of the guard. Well, we bought them off him. The older one.
Do you know his name?
Think his name's Roy.
Okay. Thank you.
Everyone notes. Roy.
As you see, like
dies.
two people come out of one of the storefronts, holding like two people holding a flank of horse.
Yeah. Can I take 4 portions of the horse, please?
4 portions of the horse. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. No, I won't charge you. I'm so sorry. I
You're
didn't
right,
know.
you won't. I'll take it and walk off.
Cool.
I hope their sacrifice helps feed a lot of people.
Oh yeah, we've made a fortune.
I don't think you should be making money. Since these are my horses, I would like you to give out the rest of this for free.
But we paid for the horses fair and square. It's just trade.
So you
How
weren't
much?
given them.
How much did you pay for the horses?
We paid 16 gold for the pair of them.
How much have you made?
I don't know. We've got a lot to sell. She reaches in like to a large bag. It's full of copper pieces. It's all copper
Okay.
she's taken for this.
Can I go to somewhere where I know I can look into my backpack and not worry about someone either looking in or putting their hands in?
I mean, you can go to like one of the alleyways down the thing, or you could just go back over to the group that you're with. There's nobody around Sabre and Blue at the moment. You could just go over and sort of like next to them.
Okay,
It's up to you.
Caius, stay here a minute, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make my way out back over to Blue and Sabre. Can I pull out 15 gold?
Yeah. Go over.
I'll hand my backpack to Grandad and walk back over to Kaya and give Kaya the 15 gold and just say, let the town eat.
I agree, and I will give the gold. Oh well, no, I will show the woman the gold
Yep.
and say, if I give you this, the food is free.
Give me a persuasion check, Kai.
Oh, persuasion. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, that's really not bad. Oh, that's good. Oh, 21.
Yeah. You sure?
Yes.
She takes it to herself. That's really kind. She just yells to her. Well, it's free. As people begin to like clamor, and one each. As you get like swamped by people again. As like more people come, like flock in.
Very loudly, Z would like to say, "Let it be known that the wayfarers can feed."
You see people as you like leave the crowd. You see people. Thank you ever so much. You're very kind. As you like begin to leave the crowd. You see one woman comes up to you, Kaya, and just like hugs, sobbing. Yeah, and then sort of leaves you to it as you guys move away from the stand. Yeah.
I know it's not the result we were looking for, but at least these people will eat.
They'll eat
Stay.
tonight, anyway. Right. Anyway, let's try and gain some information about this place, because everything that I'm seeing at the moment doesn't make me impressed at all.
No, I agree.
Can we, Z, and apologies, everyone else, do whatever you want to do, but Z will start heading towards the top left-hand corner. Seen enough of people.
I think that's the right thing to do.
That's fair.
I assume when you ominously walked over, gave us your backpack whilst holding 4 portions of what seemed to be horse, that means that they are no longer with us.
No, unfortunately, our friends are no longer with us, and I'll tuck into 2 of the portions of horse because I know Blue's not going to eat any.
I wonder if that was Bartram, or maybe it was Ellie.
Whoever, I'm not going to let them go to waste.
It's very juicy. This is the best way I can put this. It's nice big.
No.
Bit
Horse
bloody,
is a delicacy.
but it's it tastes like steak. It's a bit more gamey, I guess, but it's lovely meat. There's hardly any fat on it. Put it that way. As you walk through the streets, you turn back like one last look at the market. You see the market stall is getting swamped by people now. It's like 10 people deep to the front of this queue, as people are rushing out with like plates and like pieces of cutlery. There's one guy holding, he comes walking out holding just a piece of meat on a fork, and like is precariously holding it above his head, trying to get past people back out of the crowd. As you guys wander through the town.
I wanted tonight, I was gonna wait until we'd finished-ish, and like whatever we're doing today, see how many spell slots I had, and go out and just cast Goodberry and leave them everywhere, and feed the entire town with that. And they've just murdered our horses, so they could have had a vigilante, but now they might have a vigilante, so...
Town didn't murder the horses,
No.
the guards did.
And to be fair, they were only trying to make sure the people weren't starving. I know it's not.
Well, he was trying to make a quick buck.
Well, yes, he was, but
I feel like there's a lot
His
more.
name is Roy, by the way.
Roy.
Roy. Yeah. As you guys head off through the streets, can I have perception checks from everybody?
he is.
I'll do it with a disadvantage because of sadness.
Oh.
He's
2 threes.
2, 3.
I've rolled a dirty 20.
Ooh, 18.
What is this with Saber with the rolls today? I think it may have been just sat too close to the DM. I think that's what it was. I think it was just my presence just got his dice scared or something.
You were rubbing off on me, and I kept asking you to stop.
You want to be careful doing that, you get in trouble.
You guys walk through the town. Blue, really upset, not really paying much attention, just following these guys. Z, you're more.
Going through town.
Z, you're more paying attention to like to not individuals. Like you're just trying to like make sure nobody else gets robbed. As you walk through the so you're not really paying attention to anything around you, just looking at people, and just like trying to make yourself look as big as possible as you walk through the town. Kaya, in the center of the party, you've probably got Blue and Saber up front, Z at the back, Kaya in the middle. Blue, you're still supporting Grandad as you're walking him through the streets, giving Saber the ample opportunity to look around and see everything. You get to like here.
I should point out
And so you start to notice
I'm having to look at the map as just a graphic, so I don't see
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
So you get to like the first corner
Sorry.
as it goes to like the bottom left-hand corner as it sort of like goes up past. You see the wall. All of you see this. The wall of the Blackmorn Manor. This thing inside. Sorry, hang on. Have I got that right?
There's Blackthorn
Don't know
and
if I got-
Blackmorn, and we're using them.
It's
kind of
Blackmorn.
swap.
Yeah, it's Blackmorn. It's Blackmorn, but we keep saying Blackthorn.
there
There
is
is
no
no,
Blackthorn.
there is no Blackthorn.
It's no Blackthorn. It's
No,
all
it's just
Blackmorn.
Blackmorn.
It's a state and manor, and I can't remember which one's which now off the top of my head. Anyway, you see the wall to the inner sanctum. Basically, it's smaller than the outer walls by a few like 20 feet or so. It's like only a 50-foot wall instead of a 70-foot on the outside, but still very heavily armed. There's still people walking around the ramparts with like archers and things. As you get to that corner, you see that all the houses, as you get further out from the market, get worse and worse. Down those rows, they become. It's very clear as you get to this corner that it's slum. It's like slum conditions. You see people as you look down one of the streets. You see that there's like washing lines hung up across the street. People are living rough outside the houses. There's a lot of like people sat in with like picnic furniture, like so like there's chairs and stuff being brought out. And there's like crates and they're playing like games and stuff. There's kids running around with no shoes on up and down these streets. As you get to like the corner, you see this. Sorry.
Nothing. Bad joke.
You see this. You see like a bulletin board, sort of like in the middle of this, in middle of the path. Say like sort of like so you walk round past it. Yeah, it's a bulletin board. Saber, you would probably spot this, and so would you, Kaya.
Just before we go any further, and after this I shut up, I promise. Chris, Z, with seeing the slums, anyone starts approaching us, Z will intercept.
Cool. Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Z is just at the back of the party, just scanning anyone coming anywhere near us.
Cool.
With the bulletin board, I'm gonna try and steer Blue a little bit towards that and see if I can see anything worth reading on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is 4 pieces of parchment pinned to the bulletin board in like odd ways. One of them is a recruitment poster for the town guard. It basically says, "Join the town guard today. 5 gold a month, full bread and board. See Gatehouse for more details." That's the first one. The second one says, "Wally Norb, famous bard playing in the Crooked Lance." And it just says that. And there's a picture of like a elderly, like roughly drawn elderly man, very spindly with spindly fingers, sort of like. Oh, what the fuck?
Wow, he's
It's just like
celebration hand.
yeah, like on like a really rough drawing of that underneath it. You see another poster that says "Missing Cat." Tabby, Tabby gone missing, and then someone's roughly drawn under badly written underneath Eton.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
And then the last one
I'm
is
going to take that one off.
Okay.
That one doesn't need to be
Yeah.
there anymore.
Cool. You rip that one off. The last one says, by order of the Blackmorns, 300 gold pieces are to be given as a reward for any knowledge of Miss Theory Blackmorn's missing emerald.
Hide the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
now
yeah.
our emerald. I
Which
think
was
we
in the
need a
pocket.
reward. I mean, I've not said it, but I think we're due a reward for clearing the bandits out as well.
I'll make a poster out of the one I've just torn down that's reward for our horses, that the reward is the emerald. 2 can play at this.
Oh, like it.
I don't do that.
Aw, please do that.
Don't do it.
Roll for artistry.
Well, I mean, looking at these, maybe be recruiting as a guard could get us into the place. We don't have to stay long. We could get fired, and we just, say, hey, we us four want to be guards. Any chance we can go to the Blackmorn estate or manor, whichever one it is?
I expect that it won't be day one. Go guard the main building.
No,
They'll be digging. I can't imagine our first few days will be very pleasant.
I mean, if we prepare for it, we could be quite charming. I'm sure we could maybe do it.
I mean, if we're going to be charming, I'm pretty sure we can just charm our way through the front gate. If nothing else, we can always present the emerald. And like Saber said, I think we're definitely due something for clearing out bandits. We've not gone to meet them yet. I mean, I know they're clearly horrible people, but equally,
It did say reward. It did say reward for missing information.
Exactly, and people tend to stay in power not by being completely unreasonable. They've been in power for a while, so.
Everyone, do you not remember on the way here us crossing those 4 dwarfs that were in the tavern, and they were quite confidently talking about the emerald that they had and the fact that they were heading off to Hillingdon?
Oh yes.
Well, we have that information.
I think maybe information like that could possibly get us.
It's Luke's face that's like, that didn't happen, which is immediately what Blue would do.
No, that's not. What do you mean?
Can I elbow
sorry,
Blue?
Blue, sorry. You were out foraging when we came across them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Well, I mean, yeah, they said it was a quiet road, but I guess not.
Oh, I thought you were going to insight check me.
Oh no, I trust you with my life.
Oh.
Rude move. Right.
There we go. We've got our inn.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And don't if just to remind, because I mean, if they search us on the way in, they might find that. My stuff goes with me when I'm like a rat or something. So, just a thought. Maybe I should hold on to it at certain times, but maybe not get it out in the open.
Oh no, but that's a great idea,
guys. Because I wanted to just clarify something. I was going to do it off table, but we'll do it on table now. Blue's druid, when he wild shapes, anything that is on his person, is in like backpack, pockets, anything like that, will go with him, including any weaponry he is holding. But if he was to hold a crate or something, that would then not count. So basically, anything in your equipment will go with you, but anything you are holding will not, depending on what you wild shape into. Obviously, if you decide to transform into a bear, I will then allow you to be carrying a crate. But if you transform into a rat, obviously you won't, because it'll end up killing you.
The emerald's not in a crate, though, right? The emerald's just an emerald.
Emerald's the size of your fist. Well, not the size of your fist, but the size of Kaya's fist. Yeah, you could put that in a bag, and you'd be able to wild shape with
That's
it.
all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's currently in a pocket, so
Yeah.
Is it still in your pocket?
I would like to surreptitiously sort of reach into my pocket, please.
You put your hands into your pocket and come into contact with an emerald.
That would be affirmative.
Excellent. So we can definitely maybe get our meeting with this lady then.
Yes.
You take this poster too, then?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You take that.
You take that information poster down. Continue on your way. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Z just wants to do a 360.
Yeah, cool.
The,
You head up the street, going straight up towards where Beamer Nog told Blue that the temple was. You see more. These houses here are a little bit more. Sorry, that's bad wording. Are betterly constructed.
you
Hang on.
use all the bad words in you want to.
Thanks. I'm just trying to. Oh, I've got brain fog now. These are well constructed buildings. That's what I was trying to say. These are they're not slum conditions. They are sort of like terrace houses made of wood, all connected together. But these have been painted in a variety of colours. So some of them are like depicting flowers. Some of them are depicting like just blue paint or something, or red paint. As you go up this street, so these look like more. Just a better place to live than in the slums as you walk up. As you get to the top corner, you look out past this top building. As you go there, you see there's like a wooden stake stuck in the ground, and it just says Temple of Saloon, and it points off in that corner. And following that direction, you see in the corner of this fort, as you get to the top corner, there is what looks like, to start with, like a mound of earth. And as you get closer, you see that there's like a small set of stairs, like stone stairs that go down. And as you approach, you see there's this metal cabling holding what appears to be some sort of like roughly cut white stone that's hang on, opaque is when it's not see-through, isn't it? So it's opaque. This like large square, like roughly cut stone that's suspended by these metal cords. And as you sort of like go over and look into it, you see that there below is a large stone circle and loads of cracked and damaged mirrors pointing at the stone, set into the floor.
Be a fire hazard in the summer, that.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Give me a religion check. Anyone can do this if they so wish.
Yes, please.
Nope.
14.
14?
10.
Blue. This is for killing ants.
It seems like it, right? I mean, that's all
Saber, this is you would know rough things about this. Never actually seen one, but you've heard it being described. Saloon is the goddess of the moon. This would be is a moonstone for focusing the moonlight, so that
cool.
you can. It's like a way of helping you to communicate with Saloon.
Okay. So it's like a stone of fast speech, but for the moon.
Yeah.
right.
Or for killing ants, Blue, if you like.
It does seem more logical.
Sure.
Saber,
You don't have a god, do you, Blue?
does this look legit, Saber?
I've only ever seen them in books, but yeah, it's for communicating with her god.
Okay.
God's an ant.
God is the moon.
Oh, the moon's an ant?
Yes, sometimes,
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
and sometimes ants are moons.
I'm learning so much from you. You're so wise sometimes.
Yeah. What time did you say we should come? Midnight.
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
Right.
What's the time now? PM, please.
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Okay. The sun's not showing any signs of going down just yet.
It's sort of midway through the sky. Sorry, it's past midday.
Midway through.
It's going.
Past.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Come on, guys. Let's keep taking the sights in. Now we know where we're going later on.
Sure.
Really want.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How long did it take us to get to this bit? From like a couple of hours, or?
Yeah, couple of hours. You sort of like, you're not like rushing there. You're sort of taking in the sights and looking around. You stopped and admired the sign, so like having a quick chat there. So probably about 2 hours.
What would it have taken us to get there in a hurry?
Oh, an hour easy.
Oh, fucking hell! It's a long way.
I was gonna say, I'm just sort of wondering if, looking at the time now, do we want to make a complete loop and then get something? Well, we won't get anything to eat, but have a rest and then come back here for the night time, or do we want to go back the way we came to go try and get into the manor tonight, or this afternoon before?
Well, we could walk until we know it's that amount of time back, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't.
No, it does. But what I was thinking more is, we know if this is the top left-hand corner, it's taken us this long. We've still got the whole length of the town to go across before then coming down and back around again. I'm just thinking
We
of
don't,
that.
we don't have to go all the way round. We could just turn around and walk back again.
Yes, I think that's probably the sensible idea if we want to go and see Mrs. Blackmore now. But equally, if we want to just do a full scout now and then just go visit Saloon and try and see the Blackmorns in the morning. So Mormons. I think both are decent options.
Yeah.
If we do the latter, then we know that hopefully Z will be cured of her ailment.
Yeah.
But equally, then we are leaving it later to see the Blackmorns, and who knows what they might do.
Now that we know where the temple is, why don't we make our way back to the gatehouse, make our intentions known. They won't see us straight away. Rich people never do things straight away. We'll go back to the yurt, and no doubt they'll want to see us first thing in the morning.
I think that's probably likely, but you never know. There are always ways to get to be seen quicker.
Yeah. Well, what say you, Blue? What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was kind of just thinking all of it takes a long time, because I don't think we've passed any other taverns on the way, so, I mean, I don't think it will necessarily help with speed, but I could always be the horse and pull the cart with us all, like back here.
Or later.
The streets are big enough,
Yeah, that's always a good option. Although again, that will require us going back to to the gatehouse to get the cart and revealing ourselves again.
Hang on, dear Chris. Will we get to the gatehouse and get the measure of that, and then back to the temple by midnight?
Yeah, 100%.
Right. Then I would suggest that even if we don't go in and try and make our intentions known, we at least do a bit more in the way of scouting, see what it's like, see when they start, like how far up we can walk before the guards press us.
I suggest, Saber, you don't come too close
No,
to the guardhouse.
I'll watch from afar and see if I can see anything.
Okay.
With my elf eyes.
So just to be crystal clear, you're going to go back the way you came to the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you guys want to do anything on the way, I can just narrate to you, and you can just stop me when you want.
Sure.
Cool.
Maybe be just looking out for alleys that could be good for if we're ever in this part of town and need to like hide or whatever.
Yeah.
Could I look out? Could I just look out for my little mate?
Little mate?
The one that's coming back to find me when the sun goes down.
Oh, yes, sorry, yeah. Yeah, I thought you meant Squawkson, who is residing in your pocket at the moment, Z. Yeah, you can...
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Give him a little poke.
What, you put your finger inside the pocket and poke?
No, absolutely not. Because that's how you get your finger bitten. I just poke him from the outside.
Yeah, that you poke, and then this thing moves around in your in your jacket pocket. It begins to move quite violently. Before a very disgruntled head pops out of the pocket, just like.
Just checking you're still alive. Back to sleep, old chap.
It's a very as the head goes back in. Yeah, as you guys proceed down. Blue, give me a perception check. Oh, and Z as well. Sorry, Z as well. You need to give me a perception check. 17?
No, 5 again.
Cool.
What's in with the 5s?
Blue, you notice that every 4 houses there's a small alleyway to get to the back side of the houses. You would be pretty well covered if you got into a spot or bother just to nip into one of these. They're not very long, they only go back to the backs of houses, but you could hide in there quite comfortably until people go past and then sort of dart out again. As you guys proceed back into the town. You go past the slums again, nobody comes out to approach you as you guys walk on. As you come into the main central part of the market, you people begin to see go as they pass. All the meat is gone at this point. The market's sort of just getting rid of the bones, burying the bones under in the dirt. You see people you see the woman counting out the copper out of a bag. People are sort of dispersed. People are nodding and thanking you as you get closer. But yeah, you get into the central town as the sun begins to dip in the sky, begins to set. Darkness, big shadows are being pulled out. You spot Root is still there, stood there. Can I have a wisdom saving throw from Z, please?
17.
17, cool. Who's going up to the gatehouse?
Not Saber.
Kaya.
Not me.
Oh, God.
I'm going
I'll hang with Grandad.
Cool.
Let's move on as well.
Cool. Sort of hanging around near the center, so you got eyes going up the stretch towards the gatehouse as Kaya walks lonely up the road. Z, there's a little voice in the back of your head. Yes, do it. Give it to her. Give her the emerald. Yes.
Oh dear.
Fuck off.
What?
Cool.
What'd you say?
And I'll say that loudly too. Or not loudly,
What?
but
What
just
what you tell me to do? That's not like you
not
to.
use, not you, Sober.
It's not like you to use language like that. See, you're right.
Yeah. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Kaya, you approach the gatehouse.
Yeah.
I'm going with it.
Okay, going with as well. The two of you approach. Do you see the guards on the inside are more? There's two guards like waiting by the central point of the gate, almost like to open it. As you approach, they are you leaving?
We leaning. Sorry.
Are you leaving? Do you want me to open the gate for you?
No, we.
DM, I think you got us. We're heading towards the gatehouse of the big house.
Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Other way then. Yeah, you go towards these 6 guards that are like stood there, sort of patrolling back and forth. As one of them sees you coming and sort of approaches you and goes, "Whoa, hold it there."
We are emissaries from Breeze, and we would like to speak to the lady of the house.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm very sorry. She's indisposed at the moment. Can I ask what the message is, or?
Well, yes, it's really very simple. Obviously, we are here from Breeze to do a welfare check. I presume you'd say, but I really would prefer to speak to the lady. I won't go into more detail, but we request an audience on behalf of the Council of Breeze. So, do you know when she would be available to receive guests?
Well, firstly, I'll need some credentials from you. Have you got any paperwork or?
Well, yes, and I'll hand over my papers of nobility.
Your
Paper pedigree, whatever it is. My nobility.
okay.
Noble family.
Your noble family thing. Cool.
Yes.
And you're a jellyfish as well.
Obviously.
Um,
That's how all the nobles do it, don't you know?
yeah, you hand over your piece of paper, your noble. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. It's not stamped or by any breeze
Oh, no.
sigils.
Do I still have the breeze coin? Do I? God damn it! Sorry. Should have thought of that.
Any sort of hands it back to you.
You don't have it. I have it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I knew it wasn't up there with them. That's as much as I did know.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to say?
Oh, I'm simply saying if you were an emissary from Breeze, you'd have some sort of paperwork from Breeze or any signed documents from
Excuse me,
the town
do
council.
you not see who I am? My word is good enough.
Unfortunately, miss, I don't know who you are.
I've just shown you who I am. And I have been on this earth, child, a lot longer than you have been alive. Now, don't disrespect me. Go and get the lady.
I'm afraid she's not here.
Well, where is she?
I can't tell you.
Well, is the master at home?
He starts like nervously looking around. Mr. Blackthorn's indisposed too, I'm afraid.
Well, who is left in charge once they are? absent?
There is Milv, but he's not here.
And where is he?
I would say this time of day, the Lion Club.
Right. And where is that?
Oh, if you... And he, hands you back your scroll. He, walks you 3 paces that. He goes, if you go right round the back of here, you'll can't miss it.
Right. And do you know when the lady is set to return?
No, I do not, I'm afraid.
Just not happy about this.
Give me an insight check, Kaya.
Oh, that's not good. I'm grumpy, and insight is not great. That's a 6, a big old 6.
Okay.
Guidance from me.
Yeah, guidance. Roll a d4.
It's a 9.
A 9. Okay. I need you. Well, I'm going to give you some information. I need you to think of your last name because we never actually came up with your last name, which is really bad. I think you did, but I had a note stored in a notebook and I ripped them out, typed them up, and forgot to put your last name on. So just think of one off the top of your head. It becomes quite apparent to you very quickly that the reason he doesn't know who you are and your family name because they're not from Papaya. But he seems pretty genuine when he says he doesn't know when Mrs. Blackthorn is going to return.
Blackmorn.
Blackmorn, sorry.
Well, what is your name?
Oh, my name? Well, I'm Terry Kitt.
Terry Kitt. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. You are doing your job admirably. I apologise for being a little short with you. But, it is terribly troubling to have arrived in this city and to see the state that the people are in. And I think that the sooner we from Breeze can help, the better, It's one of those of we just want to help. And until we see the Blackmorns, I'm not sure what we can do. So if you would just pass on to your superiors my message and really entreat upon them the severity of the situation, which I'm sure they can all see. I will be back tomorrow to try again.
Kaya. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, how exciting. Oh, that's not good.
I was going to say.
Yeah, right. That's worse. 14.
As you say this, the guard glances to his left and right. He's sort of stepped a few feet away from the line, so now he's probably about 10 foot away from this line of patrolling guards, who are now just sort of stood there waiting to see whether or not they can let you pass. As he leans in and goes, "What's that?" And moves into you and just puts his head to your chin. Something's off. Something's not right. I don't know what it is.
I'll step in between as soon as he gets.
No, I will put a hand out to Blue to just sort of pat him on the chest.
He begins to pat down your sleeve like he's trying to search you. Something's not right. Something's off. I don't know what it is, but you are right. We need help from Breeze. As he steps back, Miss. Sorry, I thought you were carrying a weapon. I will pass the message on to Mrs. Blackthorn.
Very kind of you, thank you. And I will return tomorrow to try again.
He nods and then turns on his heels and walks back.
Cool. And are they coming on Blue?
That is where we are going to end the session tonight. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a little bit of good news for you guys.
Oh, what is it?
Nope, he's edging us.
Are you guys free next Friday?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I think currently,
Yes.
yes.
Even if I'm not, I'm fucking free now. And
The reason
depending
I
on
say
what you're
that,
about to say, Chris.
the reason I say that is my other group have had to move the session, so I am free on that Friday. If you would like to do another session, so you would do 3 weeks in a row, essentially.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to
Yeah.
if you guys don't want to. But
I
just
don't dangle the carrot like that and then try and whip it away. Definitely want to do it.
yeah, cool. Right, we will do an extra session then.
Cool.
Sweet.
I have friends coming for the weekend, but I might just try and blow them off and make them do their own thing.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
No, I'm
No,
gonna
do
do it.
that. Say,
Technically, they're not my friends. They're
stay in
his
there and
friends.
watch television.